welcome to my How to Become a Better Cuber series. If you haven't already seen the other videos in this series, check out the playlist in one of these corners. If you would like to join my online Rubik's Cube cult, make sure to fist bump the like button or high five the subscribe button. I mean, what? Let's get on to the video.
So this solve is actually the best one I have on camera. So in this video, we're going to break it down, say what I could have done better and what I did well, and we'll just recap it for you. So as always, the scramble will be above. For this solve, I did do orange cross, and I was able to see my first two pairs. I wasn't sure where the second one was going to end up, so I was tracking that as I was solving my first pair. And what you'll note is that these blue and green pieces can be solved relative to each other if I do this, which is a little bit of what I did, and that these red and orange pieces can be solved if you do that. So I kind of did a mix of both. So what I did is I started with yellow in front and red on top, and I did a UD to bring this green piece into position to put with the blue piece, and same for the red piece. And then I did an L sort of to solve the yellow green and yellow blue pieces. And as you note, these are relative to each other, these are relative to each other. So to solve the cross here, I did a D. And now you note if I did an R prime and an L, it would solve the cross. But this was going to be my first pair inspection, and my second pair is going to be in the back here. But if you look at this first pair, if I do this, it sort of gets broken up, and that's not good. So instead, I put in the orange piece, preserve this piece by doing a U prime, and finish the cross by doing an L. Obviously the cross here isn't solved, so you just do a D to fix. And then as you can see, this is going to be second pair, but I did this pair first, so I'll be tracking this corner as I insert this pair, which is going to be a pretty simple insert. So break up, and then pair up in the back, and you'll note this is the piece that I'm tracking. So I can go directly into this one here, and since this needs to go here, you can do it like this, pull it out, and put it in like that. And as I was doing that, I was looking for my next pair, which is going to be this one. So I was looking for the edge piece, which is back here. So as I insert, you can go directly into this pair, and then it's pretty easy to see that this is going to be my last pair. Regular insert. And here's pretty cool. I could tell that I was going to get a skip, and I was trying to figure out what PLL I got. Obviously it's going to be a U-perm, but if you do a normal insert here, it's a skip. And this is the U-perm for that angle. Check out my video here, but you can do this for it. And my AUF was a U2. So that's what I did for the solve, and I'll go over it again and recap some of the good and bad points of this solve. Firstly, I think I did a pretty good job with the cross because I was able to preserve my first pair and see what my second pair was going to be. I wasn't sure where it was going to end up, so if I'd spent a little longer, I may have been able to figure out that it was kind of going to end up in this position here. So as I was inserting my second pair, you can see me do a little wiggle of the cube because I wasn't sure where my third pair was going to be. So that's a little bit of something I need to work on. I like to wiggle the cube when I do moves to see my next pair. I should have been able to figure out that it was back here though. And then everything here is pretty normal. And the only thing I could say for here is if I saw a little bit more ahead, I could see that I could cancel into this U-perm. But instead I did a RUR perm insert, kind of paused to figure out what I was doing, and then the U-perm. So overall pretty good look ahead, but there were some points I could have looked ahead a little better, and it may have been a sub-5 solve, but we shall see. I don't actually have a sub-5 on camera yet, so maybe one of these days, one of these videos will be how to become a better cuber with a sub-5 single. But yeah, that was a pretty good solve. Hope you guys learned something from it, and see you guys next time.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe for the latest content.